Oh, this looks like it's gonna work. Our first viable dinosaur going out to our Jurassic Park. All right, everybody, Baron here, and welcome back to Evolution Simulator. So I asked in the previous episode if you guys wanted to see more, and obviously we had a bunch of people asking for it to come back and make it a reappearance. Now the question is, do you want this to become a series? Also, as you're watching this, if you think of an animal or a design that you want, leave me the comment down below. And if you see an animal that you like that someone else has posted, you know, the request for, upvote it so it's more than likely to be chosen. But this, my friends, is a Gorf. This is our Gorf design. It's basically a frog spelled backwards. Oh my god, this guy's walking backwards, but he seems to be, and he just did a flip. Alright, so the best of Generation 1 basically just stood up. We'll see what happens in 10 generations, but this is the first design I had, and I remember that I wanted to save it. Now, you can see what's happening here already at Generation 6 and showing the best of Generation 5 is that the Gorf is figuring out how to run a little bit better, right? So I'd say that it's pretty much successful, and another thing that we can do to kind of up the success, and I want to do some tests here with the Gorf, get rid of that joint, is to increase the population, because since it's machine learning, the more machines there are, the better the increase in learning, right? So we have 50 right here, but we should have, since there's gonna be a higher population, basically meaning there's a higher probability of success, right? The greater the population, the greater percent chance of success. More of these creatures, oh my gosh, we're watching the best one right here. Well, he kind of did a forward barrel roll, and now he can't figure out what to do with his hindquarter legs. But a Gorf is our basic design, so once again, I want you guys to let me know what species you want. Now let's get into some of the bigger ones after we save the Gorf. So here we go. Ryan Schuster proposed the idea of making a turtle, and I think we can do that. I'm gonna try to use a lot of triangles here. All right, so now we need the connective muscle tissue here, and I'm thinking a strong back. So this is the turtle's back. And I'm wondering if this is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna stabilize it. This is seriously just like a test. All right, let's see if this works. Now we're upgrading, you know what? I wanna actually test if we can up the population to 100. Oh, we can't do it. There's too many. We're breaking the game. Press the back button, escape. Oh my god, yeah, that 100 is a little too many. Way too many. All right, let's delete that joint and let's see if this turtle. We'll go to showing one at a time. So clearly these legs aren't working, but we did get a muscle tissue to connect here. All right, we're at Generation 17, and this thing hasn't even figured out how to walk. So I'm thinking what we do here for this turtle is maybe we don't need the muscle. I think the triangular bone structure should keep it fine, and I think even this may be a poor option. We should give it 4 legs though, right? 2 hind legs going like this, and we can actually increase the muscle. This will help pull, but then we're gonna need to pull back, right? We can use this here, but then it has to push forward? I don't know, I think the additional muscles should definitely help. All right, let's evolve it. Oh, you can see that this baby turtle, found in the wild here, in a pre-evolutionary scheme of what is going to inevitably be a successful variant, is trying to find its way into walking. Oh, they figured out how to cross its legs. The back legs are not working though. These, see, they're expanding as opposed to contracting. This muscle needs to go red. There we go. Look at this. It's a tap dancing turtle. Holy tap dancing tortoise. Now see, we've also got a request to make a Triceratops dinosaur. Our evolutionary endeavors are focused on creating dinosaurs since John Hammond, you know, rest in peace, is no more. The quest for the building, creation, and, you know, nurturing of dinosaurs falls on myself, so I need to first build a tortoise and then a Triceratops. From turtle to Triceratops, or Triceratops to turtle. Look at this, it's funny. This seems to be the leg of locomotion. Oh man. So, are we having any here? When we see them all, you can see a bunch have just fallen, but when we've got a population of 50, look at that. How was that one the best of okay, this is the best of Generation 8. The back leg is not working because there's no push and pull. There needs to be both an expansion and a contraction of these muscles. See, I think by limiting the number of joints, we're not enabling these legs to move forward. Since there's no knees, they're very, very basic, and they're kind of large. So I'm wondering if maybe that's the issue, and I think we might even need to lower our population number to like 30. So I'm going to mess with this, and in effort, we're gonna have more complex legs. So we're going to need, I'm thinking, we're gonna need to alter the grid. All right, here we go. Now we'll get our joints, and I'm thinking this could be good, maybe. Let's see. All right, now we're adding the little legs. But I could imagine that if we wanted to build like something like a centipede, you would just, you know, multiply the same structure. So if we do get it down, then it is a possibility. So first we gotta do all the basic muscles here. Now this one's always a little derpy because it's opposite. All right, now we go with these legs. They're gonna have the opportunity for more muscle. Now, but that's the thing, like, is it possible to have an overly complex muscle group? I think that's fine. Let's lower this to 40, just so we have less, you know, frame rate drop. Now let's see. Okay, so they're trying to figure it out, right? So this is generation 1. I think by generation 10, we should have a better idea if this turtle design is gonna work. Oh my god. It's only generation 2 and I think it's already working. So clearly more complex legs are better than basic simple legs just because you need the flexibility for better mobility, right? This is working. I think this might be the way to build a Triceratops. It's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to do, how do I make the horns of a Triceratops? This is gonna be pretty freaking tough. But this is generation 4. I wanna see what happens at generation 10. Actually, let's see what all of them are doing. Most of them are jumping. I'd say a decent 50% of our species. One's going backwards. Hey guys, see you later. But these ones are working good. Man, the hind legs really do most of the work. Look at them. And they're springing the back, the rear end of this turtle is jumping up, and it's mostly just dragging and casually moving. I wonder if I moved the front legs out more, if that would be an option. But simply, we are on generation 10 now. I think this shows the viability of this creature. So now what we need to do is evolve our turtle. Reverse evolution, I guess. You could say, since dinosaurs came out first. But we're gonna turn this into a Triceratops. Somehow. I'm not sure how yet. Well, I guess we could make a horse. Let's see if he can balance the weight of the head. Oh my god. It's still, actually, the weight might help it. Now, what you may notice is, like, at the beginning of this, the frame rate drops because it's trying to process 40 of these little horses. I think, obviously, the more complex our species get, the smaller we have to use the population just because of the limitations of our processing power, which I would say is considerable on this machine. Granted, it isn't a supercomputer that specializes in processing thousands and thousands of, you know, mathematical computations. What's really happening is we just got 40 little derpy evolutionary dinosaurs, or these are like horses, right? This wouldn't be a dinosaur per se. You know what? It gives me an idea though. So I think we have the basics for a Brachiosaurus. All right, so can I zoom? How do I do this? Here we go. Here's the zoom. Okay, so what we're gonna do is zoom out, and instead we're gonna have to lower this, definitely. We're lowering that to a population of 20. I'm going to delete this structure, but it oh, wait. Okay, so here we go. Joint, I'm going to make the neck of this creature. All right, so we're definitely gonna have to use, do you see it? So we don't have to make the face, right? But we are going to, all right, so I think I'm going to need muscles to hold this up. Those two muscles should be fine. I'm hoping. Let's see. Now, if we evolve this, does it, okay, so it's weighed down, right? So here's the thing, right? Their long necks are balanced by their long tails. Now I'm wondering how big do we have to make this? We may not be able to make a Triceratops like Jem wanted, but as Ronaldo said, the bigger the creature, the more muscles you need to have. So I'm thinking that that is also an issue. All right, so we're gonna make the tail. Oh good, I can connect it. All right, now we get the bone. This is the tail section of this beast. Now keeping this from falling is going to require Herculean effort. I think I'm going to need to do muscles from over there. Now we might need bigger legs. I think we will. So let's go ahead and delete this. And maybe if we make trunks? What if we make trunks? What if we continue with this? Here we go. Let's try 2 legs first. So here we go. We're gonna get 2 joints and we're gonna narrow. And then we're going to, will that be the knee? No, it's not flexible enough. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're going to try it nonetheless. All right, so these are the trunks of the dino. Oh, see, this one's a little off. We need to move the joint inwards. Then we get the bone. So these are the knees, and these are the feet. I don't know if it's gonna be strong enough. It's going to need an incredible amount of muscle for this to work. We've got the thighs, we've got that. Man, this is a lot of muscle tissue. I wish we were like more of a, what is it? It's not a biologist. What's the people that study the human body? Anatomy. I don't know what science, like the anatomist? I don't know. I don't know these things. But we probably need to know them. It's on a need-to-know basis. Now, let's go with this. Man, this is gonna be absolutely nuts. I don't even think it's mimicked. But there's lots of tendons and muscles here. All right. Oh, he falls over. All right, so maybe, oh look, it's flapping the tail instead of being, oh, look at that actually. That comes up. We need to see this again from the beginning. Oh, that joint breaks. We need a bone right here to keep it from breaking. And I wish it kept zooming out. Okay, so we're gonna need 1 bone going from here to there to keep that from happening. And I'm actually thinking maybe we just get rid of one of the muscles. Now, it keeps the tail longer. The legs are not working yet. Maybe at Generation 10 we could achieve some sort of progress so we could study this thing. Or maybe we need bigger legs. Or maybe even a bigger tail. Yeah, there's no way to move. Oh wait, here we go. What if I connected muscle from here to there, from here to there? And even, I'm thinking, as you guys say, the bigger the creature, the more muscles needed. That might help. Does it help or does it hurt? Oh, he stood up, so I don't know, he doesn't have enough legs to really work. Bipedal creatures may not work simply for balance. Simply as a result of balance. All right, baby Brachiosaurus has been constructed. Let us see how he does. He's almost able to withstand the weight. The front leg, oh, these little legs, these little baby dinosaur legs are having trouble. Should we even add maybe we should move the legs up. All right, guys, so it's Generation 18 and we are just at a crawl. I would have to say that this isn't viable and I think it's the legs. I want to reverse the joints. And then I'm thinking maybe elongate them, but let us test this. This is for science, everybody. We need to do it for science. So we're going to have the joints go backwards. I'm wondering if I got this backwards. But I think this is kind of how, yeah, because if you look at it, like a Brachiosaurus, his forelegs he has inverted knees relative to the human body anyway, and then the back is kind of the same. I don't know the proper terminology, I'm not a scientist, I'm just evolving dinosaurs. And this actually looks a lot better, now that I'm thinking about it. However, there may be an issue with, once again, there's always this issue of this fore muscle, but maybe, no, that won't work. Whoop. Nope, see, that one counts as a, it'll just have to do. And that messes with the neck. All right, so let's try it out. All right, well now he's not falling forward. He's actually falling backwards on his tail. At least this variation is. Let's see them all. They're all pretty much standstill. The best of Generation 1 is kind of like doing a downward dog yoga pose here. Our machine learning isn't learning fast enough on this design, or maybe it's just the inferiority of this design. Maybe I need a muscle here? You know what? I have an idea. Let's delete this. And we'll put the joint up like here, and then this will actually be like kind of like the chest almost, right? And it'll jut out, and then we'll move the trunk of the whole thing to here. And maybe the weight distribution will be better. Oh, look, he's balancing, kind of. He's on his knees. I need more muscles, Baron. All right, fine. If you need more muscles, we will give you the muscles you require. Oh, precious dinosaurs. All right, so I don't know what the proportion would be, but we definitely boosted the muscles. The bigger the dinosaur, the more muscles. This, I don't know. I don't know. We need more pull on the front and push on the back. Oh, this looks like it's gonna work. Our first viable dinosaur going out to our Jurassic Park. Dude, I can't wait for Jurassic World Evolution. I'm gonna play that so much on the channel, and I'm gonna be streaming it. I mean, June's gonna be a month of dinosaurs. It is going to be a great month. How many of you guys stopped by the Facebook streams? We've been playing Fortnite, and we've also been playing the Total War Thrones of Britannia. That comes out tomorrow. I will be streaming it on Facebook tomorrow, and I'm very excited for it. And look at this, we're at Generation 4, and I think the viability of this dinosaur design is working. It's working. Changing the legs definitely helped. I wonder if there's not enough muscle. Look at how taut that muscle is. See, and there's some oversimplification of this game. Like, we can't do tendons and muscles. If we could do tendons, then we could at least try to figure out, like, you know, basic skeletal structure when not moving. See, if we could do tendons, it would keep the animal in place how we wanted, and then if we could work on muscles to do locomotion, that would really be the way to make this like a really, really true, almost evolutionary type game in terms of like being able to like recreate certain species structures, or at least a very simplified version. But this is a fun game, and I do like it, and I do like the creative aspects of it, which is why I would love to see your guys' designs. All right, so see, look at this. We're gonna go to Generation 20, and I'm thinking we'll have a much better locomotion. All right, it's Generation 25, 24, 25. Oh, don't tip over on me like that, big dog. But you can see the best of the generation before, and I think this shows, look at this. If we show them all, there's a few that are just sitting there. Maybe they're taking doo-doos. I don't know what dinosaurs do. But I think it's clear to say that we have finally... I'm gonna save this one. I'm saving this one as... Where's the save button? Brachy. For Brachiosaurus. And look at that. Just like that, we have created that. Now, look at these other options, right? So there's climbing, which looks pretty cool. And there's obstacle jump. Wait a minute, where's the obstacle? Oh, how are you supposed to jump over that? Wait, let's see what Frogger does on the obstacle jump. Look at it, it almost pauses to think about jumping like, it's only Generation 6, but still. All right, so, but also I found something else. Look at this. If you press on the brain, it opens up neural network settings. Extremely high performance impact. Like, what is this? 20? Ooh, 4? I don't know. What does that do? Does that make this thing faster? Or quicker at learning? Like, what's with the brain, guys? How do we mess with the neural networks of these animals? Like, I don't know. I think I want to go back to 10 just because I don't know. 1 per input, 1 per muscle. Like, what does that mean? What does that actually mean? So I want to see this spider. The spider's a really cool creature. It's very simplified, and it has legs like this. Well, the spider's really cool, but it only has 4 legs, so it's not perfect. And you can see the asymmetry of their legs, and that they kind of overlap here, which kind of has me thinking about that as a possibility of doing 4 legs on creatures instead of 2. All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna do it. We attempted to make a Triceratops. I'd say we successfully made the turtle, and our turtle went to Triceratops, which kind of failed, and then we kind of blended that in. We evolved into a Brachiosaurus, which actually worked. I still want to try to figure out how to make either a T-Rex or a Velociraptor, but like that would be very difficult because what you'd have to do is have the body here. Let's try to do it real quick. Like you'd have to have the body like this, and you know, the legs under it. Wait a minute. What if we were to? Oh, guys. Hold on. And then we could have more muscles attaching to them. Is that working? Doesn't look like it works that way. And then it's got its tail, and then it would have to have its neck, right? So if we were to just do that, see, it's almost like an ostrich. We would need a muscle to hold its neck up. But I'm hoping that the tail just falls. Oh wait, we've got it on obstacle jump, and we just need it on running. This is so bad. See, this is why it would be super complex to get this right, but I feel like if you did get it right, it would be pretty impressive. See, I wanted the tail to fall and keep it stabilized, and then these legs to keep it up, but I don't think this Velociraptor design would work just yet. We need a viable option. If you guys are doing this, feel free to tweet me screenshots of the animals and designs that you are doing. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna hopefully have another episode of Evolution with some of your amazing ideas, designs, and challenges, and I will see you in the next video.